Brandon, he represents something that we all need, and that is the kind of oneness that preaching way is talking about. This is what we all need. He's a school person from top to bottom in history. His mother was a history teacher in the high school in his hometown, and now his sister is the principal of that school. And now he is in charge of all of the schools in Seattle. He's the president of the Seattle School Board. One key thing that you've been working on, Brandon, that everybody should know is that you are really for oneness. You have diversity in your heart. You see everybody. You're the father of all of them. You want them all, regardless of color, beliefs, parentage, economy, whatever, to have opportunity. And those kids are our future. It is a great honor to present the Torchbearer Award to Brandon Percy.
All that. This is a wealth of emotion. Just first, thank you for the opportunity to share space with y'all, and immediately, just thank you for bringing my mom into the space. Education really has been a cornerstone of our family, but more so education and service and quite frankly, fitness, right? Because for me, as I am a child of a history teacher, I had always seen the logo and the imagery of Shri in the peace run, especially in schools. But when I was, asked to receive the award, I did some research, and it's just one of those opportunities to really take a minute and pause and think about what is the connection between fitness and service. I'm not a runner, clearly, but what I am is a really avid weightlifter, and there are some really strong similarities in the sense to where it's not something that you have to be really good at. It's not something that you need to have an expertise in. Anybody can do it. And there are some days where you feel really good about your sport, and there are some days when it just does not feel good at all. And service is very similar. You don't really have to have an expertise in it. You don't have to be good at it. Some days it feels really good, and some days it feels the opposite, especially as a teacher and as an elected official. But one of the key similarities between both of those things is the more you do it, the better you get, right? Just like with running, just like with weightlifting, but especially in public service, the more you do it, the better you get. And it's all about just coming back and showing up that next day. And so as a teacher, one of the things that I really wanted to leave my kids with is you don't have to be perfect at this, but as long as you keep showing up and trying, great things are possible, right? And so I think that one of the key lessons that I took from Shri, especially watching the video and learning more about the organization and the run, is just the commitment to peace on a world scale and how important that is. But it's also a reminder that even the small things we do in our communities, especially here in Seattle, make a big difference. So you don't have to run for president. You don't have to be a senator. For me, it's just serving the communities around me with my skill set. And as a school board member, that's been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life so far. So just thank you for helping me have a moment to reflect on that and sharing space with me. This is truly an honor. Thank you.
The next award Torchbearer Award is for Hillary Godwin, who's Dean of the School of Public Health at the University of Washington. So Hillary, like Brandon, she has emphasized that everybody needs an opportunity and has worked to successfully worked to diversify our faculty and student body. And also, one of the most touching things about Hillary is that when there's trouble in the world or campus, things that are upsetting us, giving us worries, she comes forth with these beautiful messages sent to all of us, the faculty and the students, reassuring them that it's going to be okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so deeply honored and really humbled to be sharing space with all of you. As Naik said, I feel very privileged to be in the field of public health, which is a field where I know that our community is drawn together by a shared vision of greater health equity and health for all people. Um, and it's beautiful to see a similar kind of ethos in this community as well. And also to hear about the amazing ways that other people here today are contributing to um, a more harmonious and peaceful world, especially at a time right now when sometimes it's challenging to get through the days individually, but it's better when we're together. So huge thanks to all of you, and looking forward to hearing about what the amazing things are that the others are bringing to our community.
I would like to invite Kitty Gregerson to come forward. Kitty, thank you for being here. From the United Indians of All Tribes, and I'll share a few words about you if I may. The United Indians of All Tribes Foundation was created to serve as a focal point for the renewal and the regeneration of Native Americans in our whole region, the greater Seattle area, and even beyond. And they treasure, they preserve, they nourish this sacred land and the sacred Native culture in so many ways.
So my name's Kitty. I'm from the Cowlitz tribe, which is about an hour and a half south. I'm a coastal inland Salish tribe, so we're river people. I'm really, really honored because growing up, I feel like I'm kind of a success story of social services. I grew up through poverty in Vancouver, Washington, in a displaced area because we weren't federally recognized. So I'm the event manager and facility rental manager at Daybreak Star Indian Cultural Center. I'm in charge of creating revenue through the space to generate like more resources for our social services, but I'm also responsible for holding space in our cultural center for all of our social services, which include a foster care program, homelessness prevention. We have a transitional youth home, elders care, veterans program, preschool, equity program. We have a lot of things. We're just trying to get as many resources to Native identifying people in King County, and we're hoping to grow beyond that. It's quite amazing. I think I cry like 2 times a week working in my space because I just get to witness so many tribes and cultural differences between not only the tribes, but I get to hold space for so many people who come in. I've had last week I had a Catholic school retreat. I had a Muslim retreat the week before. I had, so many people that come in and share space and just really get to honor what we're doing and also honor what they are doing, which kind of goes hand in hand with what Sri was really standing for and putting towards this movement.
My special guest today is Wilbur Galindo. Would you like to come up, please? And Wilbur will be representing the Wing Luke Museum. The Wing Luke Museum is the museum, and it's of course in the CID they call it, the Chinese International District. It's founded in 1964, and its mission is to show the art and culture of the Asian Americans, the Native Hawaiians, and the Pacific Islanders. And it's quite unique, and it's a Smithsonian affiliate, and it's the only one of this kind in the United States.
Fair award.
Thank you. Our executive director is traveling for work currently. He's in Puerto Rico. It is with deep gratitude that I accept the Peach Torch Award on behalf of our executive director, Joelle Barakwil-Tan, and the Wing Museum. In light of the current moment in time where division and antipathy feel ever so present, this award reminds us that there is light and support around us. Our museum's focus is on preserving the art, culture, and heritage of the Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander community, and by doing so to bring light and create greater understanding and unity. I'd like to also read a tanka from Joel that's titled, "We Reach Back to Reach Forward." Renaissance is here now. We have everyone we need. We are everything. Don't look outside of ourselves. Start and spark from within us.
So now it's my honor to call upon Delbert Richardson, founder and curator of the American History Traveling Museum, The Unspoken Truths. The Traveling Museum chronicles a very rich history of Africans in Africa, the experiences and the impact of the American slavery, and the countless contributions that African Americans have made to our society in every single field and worldwide, really. And I want to read from their mission statement because it's really inspiring from your mission statement. Our mission is to empower all people with the unspoken historical truths that leads to self-restoration and community healing. And through many, they have the national award-winning museum. They educate individuals, communities, educators, organizations, and students on the unspoken truths of American history, especially with the African American communities. So it is a huge honor to present the Torchbearer Award to you. Sorry. I always take my glasses off too. All right, Delbert, please.
Always want to make sure that I keep the center of my life next to me, because I wouldn't be able to do what I do without my wife. So thank you so much. So thank you, So I'm honored for this award. And just a little bit of history. When Agrippa called me and asked me if I would accept an award, and I said, why, right? Because I know for a fact, I know Brandon and Teresa personally, and we do the work for one reason: we are responsible. And so when we're asked to receive an awards, we say okay, but that's not why we do the work. So just so you know, that's the humility by which I know both Brandon and Teresa. But I'm honored to receive the award after doing research. And people call him Shri like they know him, so I'm gonna call him Shri also too, right? So once I started doing research, I said maybe he's called the wrong person, because I had a very difficult time believing that I would be honored with the likes of a Carl Lewis, Billie Jean King, Mr. Desmond Tutu. Well, what I do know is I do work from the heart, and just briefly, I can understand the connection with some of the awardees, right? This whole notion around culture is so important. And when I saw the individuals back there in their cultural attire, I knew I was at home. And I'm so glad that babies are here. Thank you, Teresa, because they represent innocence and the purity, I believe, what Shri really wants to think about. How do we get back to our humanity?
That's right.
The work we do is hard work. And just so you know, my work creates healthy spaces for difficult conversations. And that conversation is around race, which is a social construct was made up in my belief to divide us. So Shri, thank you so much for reminding us that peace and physicalness have a relationship in terms of a muscle. And Brandon talked about it. The more you exercise, the stronger you get. So I want to thank you so much for the opportunity. I can't wait for us all to get together and change the world together. Thank you very much.
So now I'm honored to invite Teresa Carter Vincent here, Building Resilience, Awareness, and Variations of Excellence. It's a very, very innovative youth development nonprofit organization And they say, we envision youth of color developing courageous and vibrant lives of purpose. And Brave has partnered with many schools, educational institutions, nonprofits to give youth of color core skills and even more a positive and actionable self-identity in order to best serve their families and their communities. So that said, there's a lot more we could say. Hello, sweetheart. We would like to present the Torchbearer Award to you at this moment.
That's right.
So tuck it down.
Thank
Bring it
you.
back, take the award to you.
That's okay. You see? Oh.
Like I said, I would like to start off by saying I'm extremely blessed. Like my uncle Delbert said, we don't do this for accolades and an acknowledgement. I started the Brave organization because of my childhood, because I was not able to get the fruits that I needed to develop. My garden was not being nurtured within Seattle Public Schools and within the community. I did not feel celebrated and uplifted. I did not feel like my identity mattered, or that it was beautiful, right? And so with the Trailblazers program and with Brave, we really want young people to realize their greatness, to realize their brilliance. And that is my daughter right there in the back, and her name is Brilliant. So she came out, right? We want her to understand what it means, what that word means, and what it means to be brilliant, what it means to be great. And we all come into this world that way. But unfortunately, so many of us do not receive that message. So at Brave, we want that message to reign in our communities of Black and Brown people, and of course, our youth. Standing with me, or I lost some of us. But I just want to say that I just want to acknowledge you all that the Trailblazers program, which is a signature program of the Brave organization, these young people that are standing here with me started this journey with me. And I learned so much from them. And of course, they have learned so much from being in the Trailblazers program. Nastea, I just want to highlight that she is now running her own youth development program in the community. Yes, sir. In the Yes for Seattle, Yes for community, okay? So when I tell you these stepping stones, when we really believe in our youth and give them the tools that they need to be successful, they can do amazing things. Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you very much. And our final recipient organization today, you will have noticed for sure, we all noticed coming in, and it's the Seattle Chinese Community Girls Drill Team. So this Seattle, shall repeat, a Chinese Community Girls Drill Team encourages young girls through drill team work to learn leadership, Chinese cultural heritage, and representation and involvement in the Chinese American community. And as I said, it's 70 years old. They participate in community parades at many events. They themselves are goodwill ambassadors, sharing their great ancient culture with all of us. You're receiving, on behalf of the entire organization, for all the girls here.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sumi, and I'm one of the instructors of the drill team. We're very happy to be here with all of you, especially the other recipients, as we all work towards unity. When Chinese wives were able to come to the United States and join their husbands, and families were able to unite and form new families here, the families in Seattle were concerned that their children would lose the language and the culture. So the Zhonghua Benevolent Association was built in 1929, where it housed the first Chinese language school weekday, so Monday through Friday in the state of Washington. So as far as the drill team, we were established in 1952, and basically to provide an outlet for girls. There weren't outlets for Chinese girls. The parents pretty much kept them at home, helping in family businesses or running the household. In addition to being outlet for the girls, we wanted to instill community pride, and as you mentioned from our mission statement, to be goodwill ambassadors of the community to the greater Seattle area and beyond. And basically what that meant, and Ruby, our founder, was to demystify the Chinese culture. You fear what you don't know. So we would go out into communities and let everybody know we speak English. You know, they'd ask us, what's your favorite thing to eat? You know, do you eat rice every day? And we say hamburgers, french fries, milkshakes, right? So letting people everywhere know, we're just like you. But we really want to thank you and appreciate what you do to bring peace and understanding in your organization. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Attention. Mark time. March. Forward. March. Four strike wheel. March. Come column right counter. March. About face. March. About face. March. Come left counter. March. Pause away. March. March. Come left counter. March. About face. March. Double counter. March. 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 Mark time. March. Company. Halt. Good night. Yeah.